Haha! What is going on, my YouTube family? Hope you're kicking ass from your day-to-day activities. Now, couple of things. Drink times. People are seeing family members that are passed over. People that are spending saying that they're seeing family members from past lives. Now, is it serious? Is it good? What is it? I got a feeling it's a bit of both. I've been sick, as you're well aware of. The family members are there to make you get your health back. They can do the best that they can, but at the end of the day you should see a doctor like everyone else. Now, the downside to that is that they could be lining you up in the next life. So, you have to be extraordinarily careful with your alignments, because mentally I'm thinking that when I did see my family members pass over, that is exactly what they're doing, is that they're aligning you with the next life. In that case, I might even do this myself, see a medium to tell somebody that's not a family member that's passed over, to tell them that when the time comes to when I do pass, to let me go to where it is that I need to go. A spirit guide may be good for that one example as well. I could be a prick and tend to talk about outer body experiences like someone on YouTube has, and the funny thing is that they also did a show on how to get your frequency to 100% a week after that I did my video. So you don't think that we realise that they're stealing ideas, but she's done that to mine and to other people's as well. So I won't say who they are, but I know who they are, so I've got too much respect to sort of spill the beans on that. So that person will have to take matters into their own hands, maybe saying just cut it out, and if you do it again in the future we'll sue. And not only that, I may sue if she decides to still try and do another video the way I've done my videos. So she has to be careful, and it's a London YouTuber, so keep a lookout on that. So she has to be very careful not to do it again, or she might have to suffer the consequences for me and a few of the other YouTubers as well. I know who she is, but I'm not going to say, because it might influence decision making into the near future. That's why I talked about having an out-of-body experience, because one of her shows was just on that. Is it crap, is it real, blah blah. I'm not going to tell you. I'm just not. I'm just going to let you viewers out there decide for yourselves. Now, the subconscious. What does it really do? The subconscious frequency 10 times million more power than the mental mind. When you go to sleep, the mental mind switches off and the subconscious takes over, and you can hear every thought, every saying, every person that walks in and out of your buildings in your lifetime. there's been a subconscious thing that's just come through with my mum's side of the family up at Queensland up there that's causing all kinds of issues. They're actually moving from Queensland. Now the reason why I know that is because from their subconscious. So it'd be very interesting to see the answers that they have for themselves the next time that they win. But here's where it gets a little bit more exciting. Not only have I picked this up on the subconscious, my gut instinct tells me that it could be the extended family also moving from Queensland as well, and a lot of that's got to do around with guilt and various bits and pieces and choice. Now, the subconscious stuff picks up a lot of information about the twin flame as well, and what your twin flame is doing from a day-to-day regular basis, which is very, very serious. The subconscious, it's true, all of it. So, with that being said, there are steps to look after yourself and your subconscious, and that's not to take it too seriously, but rather than to do it on a day-to-day basis. Maybe keep an eye on what your subconscious is saying, and just listen to it from time to time. It could help you out, and a lot of women's thoughts and various bits and pieces come through the subconscious as well, and your twin flame. So you've got to keep an eye out on that as well, because it's very, very serious, and what they're saying is true, all of it. People are saying, well, Darren, why aren't you helping out your twin flame? Again, I can't. It's in my capabilities. It's out of my hands. It's out of my jurisdiction. But a lot of that's got to do with subconscious, your friend's feelings, your friend's emotions, what your friend's experiencing today life. You might pick up a lot of subconscious stuff from that too, which is you got to be careful, because sometimes you may think to yourself, well, is it the subconscious, or if it's just all in your head? If it's just all in your head, that's okay, because you can edit, copy and paste what's in your head, and you wake up in the morning and think, nah, that's not true, and get on with day to day. And reality is that that's correct. It's not true. It's just your brain sorting out your own thoughts, your own patterns, where you need to be, what you have to be, what you need to be doing, how do you get to your centre point, which is your middle eye, and so on, and so on and so forth. Now, there's a YouTuber out there that's talking about out-of-body experiences. Is it important? Is it not? Well, it may not just be one YouTuber, but it's many, but I'm referring to one specific one. If you're being reincarnated back down to Earth in your next life, and you got a feeling that that's exactly what you're doing, then yes, it does become important, because it actually shows you the future and what's going to happen within a certain time frame by having an out-of-body experience. It's just like your body's getting aware for your emotions, for your people are going to meet, for your life experiences, and blah blah blah. It's a bit like Into the Future, where Marty McFly flies up the flexor capacitor and goes forward to the next 30 years. Your body's doing that, but instead of jumping into a time machine, you're going from point A to point B. Your body just automatically does it, and you wake up in the next morning thinking, shit, I've got to be self-prepared and self-ready, which is good, because your mind's beginning to be in that mental frame of mind. Just like a martial artist training for years and years and years just for one fight, or for several fights, but it's just getting that mind into focus. So on and so forth. So that's the outer body experiences. Is it a big deal? It can be. It can be. But again, just mentally get yourself focused for when you have these things, so your brain can get ready for the challenges that lie ahead with the outer body experiences, and you good or bad. But that's just pretty much it. And not only that, with your subconscious, it's endless to say on how far it can go, because it can go for absolutely miles. And getting back to your timeline just quickly, your timeline's very important, because your subconscious can actually pinpoint things from your time, from your past and your future as well, and you go, ooh, and everything sort of falls into place according to that subconscious and timeline. So the timeline is very important with your subconscious, and a lot of it may have to do with your DNA structure as well. So, and again, your DNA structure is very important, because it lines you up for the future, as opposed to your DNA. There's another show I'll do on that later, with your DNA, because your DNA travels sort of through people, if that makes sense. Like, you might be a gardener, and your DNA needs to get to that gardener, so that gardener can show you new skills. That's a part of the DNA structure sort of just taking place. That's very, very important, because your DNA structures sort of happen at birth. There's nothing you can do about it. That's just your families and your family's reincarnations. And as I said in a previous video, that when you came down to Earth to experience these things, your mind, your body forgets everything that you've done upstairs before you came back down. But when you come back down, that's sort of when you learn your life experiences here on planet Earth. With that being said, I think we'll end this video, and I hope you viewers are having a kick-ass day. And that's another thing I've been noticing too, is the amount of viewers we've been getting on this channel has absolutely been astronomical. So keep it up. Peace.